Good afternoon once again. So in the previous class, you see the Hoffman code. The Hoffman code, it is one of the source code. So in order to generate code word for the symbol, you have to follow some procedure. That procedure is merging and splitting. The merging and splitting depends on the probability of events occur. So if there is number of probabilities are there, all the probabilities are arranged in the descending order and merge the last two probabilities, and the resultant is place them in the next step. So whenever the probability is same, that place in the higher position in the next step. Likewise, the procedure continue until unless remains the two probabilities. So at the last, the probabilities are high probability assigned as 0, the lowest probability assigned as 1. So then that condition has to be carried forward to the previous step. Major probability, the first digit value is same, the second digit value is same as the highest probability 0 and lowest probability 1. Likewise, you can follow the procedure to assign the code words for the particular symbol. So it is the Hoffman code. Now, today you enter into a coding technique, another source coding technique that is known as Shannon-Fano coding. Shannon-Fano coding. So whereas in the previous example, you are going to calculate the efficiency of the Hoffman code. That efficiency of the Hoffman code depends on H of S and N bar. So that H of S by N bar should be the efficiency of the code. H of S is calculated by the formula sigma pi log 1 by pi. So where I is an integer value, there should be a number of symbols or number of probabilities. So now the N bar is sigma pi ni. So in that H of S by N bar is the value. It obeys the Shannon's source coding theorem. It obeys Shannon's source code. That is, H of S by N bar should be less than or equal to 1. Otherwise, that code is not at all existing. Okay, so that's why you can calibrate efficiency of the Hoffman code also. Okay, next. So please note down the problems regarding to the Hoffman code. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 problems are there. Please note down the problems and practice and submit as an assignment also. Okay. Please note down the first problem. A discrete memberless source emits 8 symbols with the probabilities 0.26, 0.25, 0.14, 0.09, 0.08, 0.07, 0.07, 0.04. Once again, repeat the probabilities: 0.26, 0.25, 0.14, 0.09, 0.08, 0.07, 0.07, 0.04. So the sum of all the probabilities should be equal to 1. That is the basic principle in the probabilities. Sigma pi is equal to 1. So these are 8 probabilities. Compute the Hoffman code and calculate the efficiency and the variance also. So the variance is sigma pi into ni minus n whole square. Sigma pi into ni minus n whole square, where pi is the probability of ith event and ni is the length of ith event and n is Actually, it is an N bar. N bar is average code word length, that is sigma PI NI. Okay. So likewise, calculate the variance also. Okay. So it is the first problem. The second problem, please note down. A discrete memory source emits 8 symbols with the probabilities 0.4, 0.3, 0.1, 0.06, 0.05, 0.04, 0.04, 0.01 respectively. Compute the Hoffman code and calculate the efficiency and variance. Once again, second problem, probabilities are 0.4, 0.3, 0.1, 0.06, 0.05, 0.04, 0.04, 0.01. Compute the Hoffman code and calculate the efficiency and variance. And the third problem is a discrete memory source emits 7 symbols with the probabilities 0.37, 0.33, 0.16, 0.07, 0.04, 0.02, 0.01. Once again, repeat the properties 0.37, 0.33, 0.16, 0.07, 0.04, 0.02, 0.01 respectively. Compute the Hoffman code and calculate the efficiency and variance. And again, the last fourth one is a discrete memory source emits 7 symbols with the probabilities 0.46, 0.26, 0.12, 0.05, 0.04, 0.03, 0.02. Once again, repeat the probabilities 0.46, 0.26, 0.12, 0.05, 0.04, 0.03, 0.02 respectively. Compute the Hoffman code and calculate the efficiency and variance. So students, please do these 4 problems with your own. Then only you are thoroughly understand the concept of Hoffman code. Okay. Now, enter to the next technique, source coding technique, that is Shannon-Fano code. Shannon-Fano code. So, the Shannon-Fano code somewhat differ in Hoffman code. So the assignment of bits to the symbol is same, but the process is somewhat different. So Shannon-Fano coding is another type of source coding. The procedure is follows. Please note the procedure. The step one, draw a line that divides the symbols into 2 groups such that the group probabilities are nearly equal as possible. The first step is draw a line that divides the symbols into 2 groups such that the group probabilities are as nearly equal as possible. So if suppose there are 4 symbols are there, so the entire symbol probability should be equal to 1 now. Then you can divide the symbols into 2 groups. Means if suppose 2 symbols are one group, 2 symbols are another group. So these two symbols probability is 0.5, another symbol probability is 0.5. That's right. The more or less equal. Group probabilities are more or less equal. If it is one group probability 0.5, another group probability should be the 0.5. If suppose one group probability is 0.4, another group probability is 0.6 only. So in that case, more or less equal. The equal case 0.5 and 0.5. If not, 0.4 and 0.6 also considered. That is more or less equal. Okay, that's why make a grouping the symbols into two depends on the probability of equal equivalence. Second step is then assign logic 0 for each group in the line above and the logic 1 each symbol in the group below the line. That means the line is divide the groupings. Above the line, one group, below the line, another group. So the two groups probabilities are more or less. For the group, there are three symbols. For them, assign 0 for all the three symbols. And below the group, there are four symbols. Assign 1 for remaining all four symbols. Likewise. That means divide the symbols into two groups by drawing a line. Above the group, one, below the group, another. Above the group assigned as 0, below the group assigned as 1. Okay. Now the fourth one is, okay, third one is, for all subsequent steps, you subdivide each group into subgroups, assign digits by the previous rule. What the previous rule? The second step is the previous rule. That is, above the line, zeros are assigned, below the line, 1 is assigned. Okay, now, the fourth one is, when even a group consisting just one symbol, no further subdivision is possible and the code word for the symbol is completed. Okay, the fourth one is, when even a group consisting just one symbol, no further subdivision is possible and the code word for the symbol is completed. When the assigning of bits to the symbol is completed, if the group contains only the single symbol, one symbol. Okay, so that is the procedure. So please do the problem. Please do the problem in the second. First one. Okay. So note on the problem. Apply Shannon-Fano technique to find code words for the symbol, for the symbols emitted by the discrete memoryless source having probabilities given below. Find the coding efficiency. Okay. So in the Huffman code, in the initial, assign all the probabilities should be arranged in the descending order. So that is not the case in the Shannon-Fano code. As it is, what are the probabilities? It is the same. Then divide them into two groups. So if suppose in this example there are 8 symbols. There are 8 symbols. S0, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7. There are 8 symbols, 0 to 7. S0 has the probability 1 by 2. S1 has the probability 1 by 8. S2 has the probability 1 by 8. S3 is the probability 1 by 16. S4 is probability 1 by 16. S5 is probability 1 by 16. S6 is the probability 1 by 16. Okay. Now, probabilities are written the same. Then divide the probabilities into two groups. How it is? So sigma pi is equal to 1. When sigma pi is equal to 1, the first symbol probability itself 0.5. Then what it indicates? All the remaining symbol probability should be equal to 0.5. Is it not? Because of sigma pi is equal to 1. All the probabilities should be equal to 1. Na? So when the first symbol probability itself the 0.5, all the remaining probabilities should be 0.5. Then first divide the symbol into two groups. The first symbol is one group, the remaining all symbols are the another group. Because of more or less equal probability conditions as there. 0.5 and 0.5. The first symbol is itself 0.5. All the remaining symbols are 0.5. Then divide, draw the line. The first step, draw the line. Separate two groups. First group is single symbol. The remaining group are 6 symbols. So that's why draw the line. Above the line, 0 is assigned. Below the line, 1 is assigned. That means the first symbol is assigned as 0. The remaining symbols, 0.8, 1 by 8 is 1 by 8 is 1 by 16 is 1, 1 by 16 is the 1, 1 by 16 is the 1, and 1 by 32 is the 1. So that is the case. So in this, grouping concept, probabilities are more or less equal above the group and below the group. So in this 0.5 and 0.5. Now the step 1 is completed. Step 1 has S1, S0 has only the single symbol. It's a 0.5 the probability. Now the 0 is assigned. The remaining 6 symbols are there. The remaining 6 symbols are there. Now the 6 symbols probability equal to 0.5. Remaining 6 symbol probability equal to 0.5. Now the first step, S0 is separated. That is, the coding of the S0 is completed. Because of in the group, how many symbols are there? Single symbol. That's why the procedure of assigning of bits to the symbol is completed. In the first step, the first symbol only. In the second to 6 symbols, there are symbols are there. Again, grouping them. So what is the possibility condition? The entire group probability is 0.5 now divide them into two groups depending upon 0.25 and 0.25. 0.25 and 0.25. So now 1 by 8 is one group, that is 0.25. The remaining all 2.25. That's why in that second step, 2 symbols as one group, the remaining 4 symbols are another group. 2 symbols as one group, remaining 4 symbols are another group. In the second step. So that's why in the second step, 2 groups are formed. In the group symbols are, the first group there are 2 symbols, and the second group there are 4 symbols. So that's why assigning of bits to the symbol is not completed, because of the group contains the 2 symbols and 4 symbols. Now further subdivision takes place. The subdivision, step 3, above the group, again divide into 2, because of within 1 by 8 and 1 by 8 are separated. 1 by 8 and 1 by 8 is separated, and assign 0 for above the line, 1 for below the line. Assign 0 for above the line, 1 for another line. So now the remaining 4 symbols. Now 1 by 16 and 1 by 16 is one group, and remaining 1 by 16, 1 by 32 is another group. Here 1 by 16, 1 by 16. So there is more or less equal probability condition occurs here. Not exactly equal, the more or less equal. So that's why above the line 2 symbols, below the line another 2 symbols. The step 3. Okay. So again, the step 4, 1 by 16 and 1 by 16 divide. Assign 0 for above the line, 1 for below the line. Again, 1 by 16 and 1 by 32 divide, and above the line 0, below the line 1. Now it is completed the procedure. Now in that, S0 is assigned as 0, and S1 is assigned as 100, S2 is assigned as 101, S3 is assigned as 1100, S4 is assigned as 101, S5 is assigned as 110, S6 as 11110. Okay. So it is a Shannon-Fano code. Students, please be compared with the Shannon-Fano code and Hoffman code with the same problem. Calculate the efficiency. So in that, efficiency is 100% in this case because of HFS by n bar should be equal. The HFS is equal to sigma pi and sigma pi log 1 by pi. No? So the probabilities are known. Calculate the HFS, the entropy, that is 2.3125. And n bar also calculated. N bar is sigma pi and ni. Sigma pi and n. It is also 2.3125. So both are the same. That's why efficiency is 100%. Efficiency is 100%. So it is the case in the Shannon-Fano code. Okay. Let us do the another problem. A discrete memoryless source emits 5 symbols with equal probabilities. Find the Shannon-Fano code and calculate the efficiency. Find the Shannon-Fano code and calculate the efficiency. So here it is. There are 5 symbols: S0, S1, S2, S3, and S4. First of all, note down the problem. Source emits 5 symbols with equal probabilities. With equal probabilities. Discrete memoryless source emits 5 symbols with equal probabilities. Find the Fano code and calculate the efficiency. So it is, there are 5 symbols. Equal probability means 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. So all 5 symbols have the same probability, that is 0.2. 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. 5 symbols are there. So what is the sigma pi? Sigma pi should be 1. Sigma pi is equal to 1. Now, S0, S1, S2, S3, and S4. 5 symbols are there. No? Now, so if there are 5 symbols, how can you divide the grouping? How can you divide the grouping? The grouping is depending upon equal probability condition. The grouping is depending upon equal probability condition. In this equal probability condition, if separate 2 symbols above and the 3 symbols below, what is the probability? For the 2 symbols, probability is 0.4. The remaining 3 symbols probability is 0.6. Or the above 3 symbols another group, below 2 symbols another group. It's also the case. So as your convenience, you can do the problem. So myself, I take the 2 symbols as a group and 3 symbols as another group. Okay, the 2 symbols as a group means the step 1, 2 symbols as a group. Step 2, 3 symbols as a group. The step 1, divide 2 groups. The first group, there are 2 symbols. The below the group, there are 3 symbols. The step 2, what happens? In above there are 2 symbols. No? Again, subdivision is possible. That's why separate point to point 2. And below 3 symbols, point 2 and point 4. That is the possibility. Because above the symbol is, above the group is point 2, below the group is point 4. That is the possibility. Now step 3 is the below the group, again point to point is divided. So whenever you can grouping, draw the line to separate the groups. Above the group is assigned, 0 is assigned, below the group 1 is assigned. That rule is follows. Above the group 0 is assigned, below the group 1 is assigned. Okay, that is the procedure follows. Okay? So it is a simple technique to follow. Only the grouping is a method. So that is your convenience to group the symbols. If suppose the possibility is occur whenever the symbol probabilities are equal, more or less equal, it is very good. Or can more or less equal. In this case, there is a grouping is possible. 0.4 and 0.6. It's also acceptable. 0.4 and 0.6. Because of here itself, all the symbols are 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. 4, 5 symbols are there, each has 0.2 probability. That's why, so 0.5 and 0.5 is not the case here because of the symbol itself 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. So that's why you can grouping them into 0.4 and 0.6. So the procedure is complete whenever the group contains one single symbol. Whenever the group contains a single symbol. Okay. Above the line, zeros are assigned. Below the line, 1 is assigned. Above the line, 0 is assigned. Below the line, 1 is assigned. That is the procedure to follow. Now, for this problem, find out h of s value. H of s is the entropy. H of s is equal to sigma pi log 1 by pi, no? Sigma pi log 1 by pi. So now, P1 log 1 by P1 plus P2 log 1 by P2 plus P3 log 1 by P3 plus P4 log 1 by P4 plus P5 log 1 by P5. That is the case. So in this, all probabilities are 0.5 now. So that's why h of s is equal to 0.2 log 1 by 0.2 plus 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 0.2 log 1 by 0.2. So that's why 5 into 0.2 log 1 by 0.2. Because the 5 symbols are there. 5 into 0.2 log 1 by 0.2. So that's why calculate the h of s value. Now the n bar value. N bar is equal to sigma pi ni. And the pi is 0.2 into ni is the number of binary digits to assign the symbol. In this previous problem, S0 is assigned as 00, S1 is assigned as 01, S2 is assigned as 10, S3 is assigned as 110, S4 is assigned as 11. So S0 is 2 digits, S1 also 2 digits, S2 also 2 digits, S3 is 3, is the length of the bits to assign a symbol. So now here it is n bar is pi ni, that is 0.2 into 2 plus 0.2 into 2 plus 0.2 into 2 plus 0.2 into 3 plus 0.2 into 3. Okay. Then calculate the n bar value and find out h of s by n bar. H of s by n bar, that is the efficiency. That is the efficiency. So it is the concept related to, it is the concept related to Shannon-Fano coding. So students, so what are the problems you're doing the Huffman code? Same problems are exercised in the Shannon-Fano code also. Shannon-Fano code also. Okay. And compare the efficiency calculations. Compare the efficiency calculations. Okay. So it is Shannon-Fano code and Huffman code is completed. Now, these source coding techniques are very much interested and also very simple to do. To do the problems and practice more problems on this Huffman code and Shannon-Fano code. Okay, so you can expect one important one question from this Huffman code and Shannon-Fano code. So if suppose the Huffman code, the previous problem, that is a discrete memory source emits 5 symbols with the equal probability condition. Find the Huffman code and calculate the efficiency. So let us see this example also. So in this example, so please be. One second, please. Okay. So see this. In this, arrange the probabilities in the descending order in the Huffman code. So even though all the probabilities are equal, then 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 are the just a minute. Okay. So in this problem, okay, somewhat missing in the data. So merge last two probabilities means 0.2 and 0.2 merging and assign as 0.4. Now it is the 0.4. Now remaining 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 and 0.2. The step 1, 0.4, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. There are 4 symbols. The step 1. Again, you can measure these two, 0.2 and 0.2, 0.4, no? 0.4 and 0.4, 0.2. The step 2, 0.4, 0.4, 0.2. Step 3, 0.4 and 0.2 is merging. What is that? 0.6. And 0.6 is there and 0.4 is there. Now the 0.6 and 0.4, which is the highest probability? 0.6 is the highest probability. 0.4 is the lowest probability. Now the assign as 0 for the highest probability, 1 for the lowest probability. So then, because of merging of this 0.4 and 0.2, 0.6 is appear. That's why 0.6 assign digit is 0 now. The 0 in the first digit and 0 and 1 for the second digit as follows the highest probability 0 and lowest probability 1. Now 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. So now 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now the second step, step 1, 0, 4 as assigned as 0, 0. 0.2 and 0.2 is merging and there is 0.4. Again, the 1 is there now. Now the 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 0 and 1. That is, this 0.2 is this value 0, 1. Now with the 0, 0, the 0.4, 0, 2 is the 0.2 is the 0.2 is the 0, 1. 0.2 is the 1, 0. 0.2 is the 1, 1. Now the entire bits are 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So that is the case of Hoffman code. Students, please practice the Shannon-Fano code and Hoffman code problems. So I sent my material to you, and for practice the more problems.